This tiny lens is the first of its kind, because it can do this. The Beetle 45mm t 3.2 1.33x anamorphic lens is a compact full-frame lens with characteristics I've never seen before. It features a 1.33x anamorphic squeeze, giving you a widescreen aspect ratio with signature anamorphic flares and oval bokeh. But its standout feature is a 90-degree rotation mechanism. By allowing the lens barrel to rotate 90 degrees, users can switch between 4 different creative options. The camera is in landscape mode, and the lens is mounted normally. The result? A widescreen image with horizontal flares. You get the standard anamorphic look. Here's where things get interesting. You keep the camera horizontal but rotate the lens 90 degrees, giving you an IMAX look when desqueezed, but with vertical flares. You flip the camera into portrait mode, but keep the lens in its normal position. The result? A vertical frame with horizontal flares that can be reframed to square format to get a medium format-like look. Both the camera and the lens are vertical. Could be useful for short content online. Same lens, 4 different moods, just by changing your orientation. Surprisingly, the Beetle is designed mainly with photographers in mind. It uses a full sensor of your camera, and because of its small size and weight, it's perfect for street, travel, and casual photography, when size matters more than cinema rig compatibility. The fixed t3.2 aperture makes exposure consistent and simple, which is a plus for photography, though less flexible for filmmakers who want full aperture control. If you use the full sensor vertically, you can crop the image to 1:1 ratio, giving you a look like medium format. For photos, this lens adds a really interesting character to the image, like subtle anamorphic blur on the top and bottom, making the center pop due to contrast in sharpness. The lens delivers impressive center sharpness even though it's relatively standard at t3.2. Micro contrast is also well controlled. For a lens that isn't particularly fast, the subject separation feels surprisingly strong. Almost like using a t2.5 lens. The bokeh is smooth and oval-shaped, as you expect for an anamorphic lens. Chromatic aberrations are very well controlled. You might see some in extremely bright scenes, but it's minimal and not distracting. The Beetle still works great for video, especially for content creators, vloggers, and social media filmmakers who need compact, lightweight rigs. However, it's not as cinema workflow friendly as Blazar's Remus line or other cine lenses that offer smoother manual focus control and aperture adjustments. It offers a close focusing distance of 1.5 feet or 46 centimeters. If you want to go even closer, you can add a diopter, which works very well with this lens. Using this lens has been a bit of a surprise. It's tiny, lightweight, and sharp. And the fact that I can rotate the lens and completely change the look of my shots opens up a lot of new creative options. For around $500, you get a full-frame anamorphic lens that literally fits in your pocket. But it's not perfect. The fixed aperture at t3.2 means you're kind of locked in. And subject separation isn't that strong. The 1.33x squeeze isn't super dramatic either. If you're used to the stretch of 1.5x or 2x anamorphic lenses, this might feel a bit tame. So if you're building a full professional rig or shooting a feature film, this probably isn't the lens for you. But it's not trying to be that. It made me want to go out and experiment more. And that alone makes it worth having in my bag. For me, the Beetle is built to let photographers and creators enjoy anamorphic aesthetics on a smaller budget. And in a very creative way. The lens is totally usable for video work, but not as versatile as the Blaza Remus or Kato lines for serious filmmaking. These videos are made possible by channel members and patrons. People who love weird lenses and bring value to my experiments. If you enjoyed this video and want to support more like it, you can become a member. For just 99 cents a month, you'll help keep this channel alive and unlock exclusive content. Higher tiers get behind-the-scene access, see which lenses I will review next, and discover new experiments before anyone else. Plus, you'll see your name in the credits. Thank you for being here and for supporting my weird ideas. It really means a lot.